What if I told you you could easily record a professional sounding album, EP, or song in the comfort of your own home with basically no gear? Well, except for your guitar and your computer, of course. That's exactly what we're going to check out today. My name is Rob Reed. I'm a public school music teacher. Let's get into it. If you're new to the guitar or a seasoned pro, you need to know how to record yourself and your music professionally. It's the next step in your musical journey. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to easily record your guitar playing using soundtrap.com. I'm going to show you how to easily produce and fill out your song using loops and other software instruments like bass and drums. And finally, I'm going to show you how to mix and arrange your song and export it as an MP3 so you can send it to your friends and family and record labels. Okay, so here we are at Google. We're going to head over to Soundtrap, log in. So this is an online digital audio workstation. I'm accessing it through a desktop computer, and you can access it anywhere in the world. And it's free online recording studio. It's crazy. What a world we live in. Okay, so here we are, Soundtrap. We're going to log in. You can log in with your Google account, and we're going to do that now. And this is it. We're in the project section, and we're going to enter the studio. And real recording studios actually use the same kind of software as in Pro Tools or Logic. But this is great because it's free and it's online and you can access it anywhere in the world. Okay, so we're going to create music. So we're going to click on the music section. And this brings up our edit window, our recording window. And I'm going to show you around a little bit here so that you can start easily recording your guitar. So up top we have measures. These are our measures. So measure 1, measure 2, measure 3. And the little nicks are the beats per bar or measure. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4 beats per bar. So we'd be in 4/4 time. If you want to record in 3/4 time or another time signature, you just go over here and you can switch to 3/4 time. So now bar 15 here, 1, 2, 3 beats per bar. So that would be 3/4 time, but we want to stick in 4/4 time because that's the sound of rock and roll. If you want, you can make these measures bigger by going down here and just making them bigger so it's easier to see each beat. A couple other things, we're going to go down the bottom here. This is the metronome, which is really important. You want to have a set timing for your song, so you can change the beats per minute, BPM, change it to 80. But we want to keep it at 120 for our song that we're going to make. Okay, so it sounds like that. So we can keep going across. This jumps to the next bar. If you click that button, this will play your song. This will take you back to the next bar. And this button here will take you to the beginning of the song. And this red button here, this is the record button. So you hit that when you're ready to record. Okay, so let's take a look at what a track would look like. So we're going to click here. We want to create a vocal track or a guitar track. That would be the vocal track if you're recording acoustic guitar. So here's our track. This is our kind of alleyway here, our lane for the recording to go into. You click on this button. This brings up kind of effects or controls on the track. So you bring that up, you can adjust the volume of your track, that individual track. You can change the pan. You can have it sound on the left side or the right side. You can add some reverb, give it a sense of space. Let's check out a few more aspects here. So this arms your track. So that means that this particular lane is going to be where the recording goes. And then the next thing, this is automation. So you can automatically adjust for volume changes or panning changes within the song. This is the volume of the track, pretty straightforward. This is the solo, so you can solo the track and only hear this lane or this track, and it'll mute all the other ones. And then this is the mute button here, so this will mute that lane. Okay, another thing, once you get all your tracks recorded and you're in the mixing phase, you can go over to effects. You can bring up more complicated effects like compression, EQ, flanger, chorus, phaser, stereo chorus, all kinds of cool stuff. But we're going to stick with the basics here today and just get you up and running and recording your guitar so you can move on with the next phase of your musical journey. All right, let's do it. So let's grab our guitar and record our first song. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the output to the headphone jack because we want to record with a click, but we don't want the click to be in our song, in our music. So we're just going to change the output to headphones. And that'll just send our click to the headphones so that we don't hear it in our recording. Okay, so let's do it. We're going to arm our track and we're going to hit record down here. It's going to count us off and we're going to jump right in. stop it down here. So that's basically it. You record your first song, you're good to go. I want to show you a couple more things here. You can manipulate this waveform. We can slide it around. So if you want to start at bar 5, you could do that. If you want to loop it, you can make it longer and loop it over again so it keeps looping. If you want to make it shorter, you can go down the bottom and just drag it over like that. Okay, so there we go. And also, if you didn't like a section, you can go in and cut in, and you can split the region and cut out a certain section of the song. So I'm going to split the region here, and I can click on it and just delete, and it's gone. But we don't want to do that, so we're going to go Edit, Undo, and that'll bring the parts back. This is a real lifesaver in case you lose something. Okay, so we're going to make this a little more interesting. You don't want to just leave it like that. We're going to produce out the song, produce out the track. We're going to add another track, another guitar, a second guitar part. I'm going to add a higher guitar part to this. We're going to bring our playhead to the beginning, and we're going to record a second guitar part. So we're going to arm this track. So now the recording goes into this lane. And here we go. All right, and we stop it, and I drag that back because I spoke. All right, so there you go. You have your 2 guitar tracks, and we're sounding great, but we want to keep producing the song, adding more instruments to make it sound more interesting. So we're going to add some drums to the situation, but first I want to change the output. Now that we don't need our click anymore, we're going to bring the output back to the speakers here, just so you can hear it. I have speakers running just so you can hear it. Okay, so now we're going to add our drummer. So we're going to pull up some loops. Some really great drum sounds here. There's one down here I really liked. Yeah, I like that one. Okay, so you can just take that loop and just drag it right up. If you didn't put a track in, you can just drag it and it'll create a track automatically. Okay, so there's our drum beat. And let's solo it so we can listen to see how it sounds. Okay, so that's cool. That's going to work. We can listen to both these tracks at the same time. And because I played with a metronome now, that the guitar is in perfect time. Well, pretty much perfect time. And then the drums will lock right into that. Okay, so what else do we need? We need a bass. So we're going to add a bass here. Go into this one. And we're going to pull up an electric bass guitar. I like the precision bass, the P bass. And there it is. And you can just play this right on your computer keyboard. We're going to drop it down an octave. Okay, so the chords that I'm playing are G, B minor, A. So we're going to play along, and you can play right along your keyboard. So the G note is what we want here. So this is actually B on the keyboard. And then the next chord is B minor, so it's a B note. And then A. All right, so we're going to play right along with that. It's going to sound awesome. So we're going to arm our track and hit record down here. It's going to count us down. It's okay with the click. Here we go. All right, awesome. We're rocking. So easy. So we're going to stop it. Easily record your guitar with no gear. Okay, so then we can go right in here. We can bring up this window. You can quantize that to the grid, but we don't want to do that. If you played something off time, you can go right in and fix it. Okay, so we're going to click on that. So there's our bass line. Killer. Okay, you can move these around, get it right on the grid. You want to get rid of that. I don't like that note. I'm going to take that out. Okay, so you can manipulate it and get it super tight. I like the first note to be really tight on the bar. So see, as a head there. and then nice and tight. And then if you want to add more notes, you can draw with this pencil tool. You can even add more notes, but they're probably not the right notes, so we're gonna get rid of those. And you can make these notes longer, okay? So you can stretch them out if you want it to last longer. So you can get in there and kind of edit the MIDI. So we're editing the MIDI. All right, so we got some cool stuff. Let's listen to what we have so far. So bring it back to the beginning. It's gonna sound a bit crazy because we're not mixing yet, we're just getting the tracks down. This is actually unbelievable. I cannot believe that I'm sitting here on a desktop with this DAW, this digital audio workstation, and I'm recording a full song that sounds amazing, like in the comfort of my own home with no gear. This is unbelievable. It's sounding great. So let's add some more spice to the mix here. You could sit here all day and just craft a full album, and it's gonna be awesome. So let's add, what else do we need? Let's just add some synths for fun. I'm just giving you a sample of what you can do. Okay, you can be super creative on your own and do tons more stuff. We're just getting you started here. So let's add some pads. And I'm just gonna pick something. There's a spider one. Oh, this one's cool. Okay, that's cool. Nice and modern. Okay, so here we go. We got a spider pad and it's there. Arm the track and hit record. Here we go. Oh, it's okay, we'll fix it later. Awesome. I thought it would sustain a little more than that, but that's okay. So we're gonna stop it. Let's go in and see if we can fix our mistakes that we made, because I made a bunch of them. So we'll go to piano roll. That brings up our track. Oh. Okay, I think I got the right notes there now. And we're gonna snap it to the grid. Let's hear what we got. Wow, we're rocking, we got it. Okay, now we're gonna mix the song, that's all we got for now. So we're gonna let's start the song with like one acoustic. Okay, it starts out by itself. So we're gonna mute these tracks. Okay, so the next track will start on the 5, so the second guitar comes in there. Oh yeah, another thing you can do is you can add these little fades in, which is really important. Pro guys always add little fades to kind of smooth it out so it doesn't hit so abruptly. So we've got little fades that we're starting. And where do you want the drums to start? And then we can drag this a bit longer to match it up with the other guitar. Okay, then the drums are gonna kick in. How about right here? And then when the bass will start with the bass will kick in with the drums. Okay, and then this part will come in maybe a bit later down here. Okay, all right. And we're creating fades. We can put fades on the end too, so that it kind of just drops out. And we got reverb added. We're gonna, oh yeah, let's pan it. So we're gonna pan this track. If you want to access this track, you just click on it and it'll manipulate that track. So let's pan this one hard left. Okay, and then the other guitar is gonna come in and we're gonna pan that one hard right, so it's gonna sound cool on the other ear. We'll keep drums right down the middle. We'll keep bass right down the middle. And how about we make the synthesizer come in? We'll pan that synth track. We'll pan this down, maybe up this, that way. All right, so here we are. We got our free digital audio workstation. I showed you how to easily record your guitar with no gear. Then we kind of produced the song by adding a second guitar part and adding more instruments like drums and bass and a cool synth part. Then we produced it and arranged it, Now we're going to listen back, and we're almost ready to export to MP3. All right, and then when you finish your song, you can head up here and export it as an MP3 file, just like this. And then it'll download right to your desktop. Then you can come over here in the studio section and see your track here. You can also invite other people to your session and work on your file and add to your track. All right, so have some fun with it. Record your guitar. And there's tons of other instruments you can get involved with adding. There's no end to what you can actually do here, guys. So let your creativity run wild. Have fun with it. If you want to learn more about fingerstyle guitar patterns, check out this video, and we'll see you in the next one.